right. Again, happy Wednesday. Grateful for you being here. And man, these weeks just go by fast. I mean, I look up and I'm like, we're on hump day. Like we're headed to Friday now. So we're glad to have you this morning. And for anybody that's joining as a guest, we want to welcome you and welcome you back to do this with us on a consistent basis and invite anybody you want to. And Coach Myra Miles is always my partner in crime on this, and really it's something we just pick a word for each day. And this also plays again on Facebook, so feel free to grab it, share it, do watch parties with it, whatever. So hopefully this will be a power source to you this morning. And the word for today is perseverance. Perseverance. I love this word, and I hope it's something I always live by, but I don't always live by it. So I think I pick and choose when I want to live by it. But if you think of the word perseverance, it's persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. And I really want to highlight delay in achieving success, because I believe Brent Palmer at the core is somebody that likes instant gratification. Like if I do something, I want an immediate action. Like if I do something, I want to get paid on it. If I do something, I want something positive to happen. If I eat good for a day, I want to lose 3 pounds. How many of you feel that way? So here's my thing. There's a lot of times in my life that I don't stay persistent because it's going to be a delay. And I want you to think about that as we go through this today, and think about yourself. Josh Shipp said it the best, really. Perseverance is stubbornness with a purpose. Just being stubborn and continuing to fight through something. You know, dripping water, it hollows out stone, not through force, but through persistence. I got thinking about that today, and I want to share a story with you. And I want to be real quick. In 2008, I was offered a head football coaching job at a school where they had literally not won anything for years. And I remember the day I took the job. I remember coming in. I remember talking to the kids. And I remember the look in their eyes. They didn't even want to play the game. They were embarrassed. They would shake your hand and look away. They were defeated. People in the school were making fun of them for playing the game. And I took over that program, and I'll never forget Butch Toner, one of my favorite people in the world that I owe so much to, looked me in the eye before I went that day, and he said, "Son, you better have perseverance through this, because there's going to be days you want to quit. There's going to be days you want to stay in the bed. You better get your butt up, and you better keep fighting, because this is going to be a delayed gratification." My first year was tough. My first year, I was like, I have made a mistake. I want to go back to the program I was at, because we were winning games and life was good. But I remember those words, and I remember continuing to fight. We got up every morning for weight workouts. We fixed so many peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for those kids. It's unbelievable. But I started watching them grow. But that year we went 1-9. We barely won one game. I got ejected from the last game. It was like a bad ending to the season. But it taught me something. It taught me that if you fight through something, perseverance can win. We went on to win a lot of games at that place. We went on, those kids were proud. They walked around with their chest out, wearing their jackets, proud to be that player. But it was the persistence that allowed me allowed us to achieve success, but it was delayed. I think about Coach Myra Miles right now at the University of Tennessee. That's been a delayed achievement to success. And right now they're reaping the benefits, but years ago, nobody wanted to be in there with them in that circle. And she could tell you all about that. But it was persistence for the win. It was perseverance for the win. And I'll leave you with this as I end. If we know this to be true, why don't we apply this in our relationships, in our health, in our profession? If we truly know that dripping water hollows out stone through persistency, why don't we do these in our relationship, in our health, in our profession? I believe the reason is because our world around us has perfected the word quit. We perfected, take my ball, I'm going to another game. How many of you agree with that? Like it's just the world we live in. Let's don't be the world. Let's be different and show perseverance in our life and be an example. Be that shining example. I got a question for you today as I end. What in your life right now, are you thinking about the most? That's the important thing. Whatever you're going to bed thinking about, you're getting up thinking about, it's going through your mind while you're laying out in your leisure time, you're thinking about it. That is what's important to you right now. Write it down. Is it the health? Is it the profession? Is it the relationships? Write it down, but also beside it, write down, I don't quit. I don't quit. I will conquer through perseverance. Because odds are, whatever it is you're thinking about the most, there's going to be a delay in achieving success. But through perseverance, we'll get there. Coach, I'll turn it to you.
Hey, you kind of stepped on my toes a little bit right there, Coach Palmer. That was pretty powerful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Very, very good. You know, this was, again, it was one of these words that, you know, you take it very, very personal. So let me just start. I have several little things I want to point out. I'm not going to repeat some of the things that Brent said, but perseverance is an essential element when we need to achieve a high level of success. We only need a strong will in order to persevere. We truly do. That's what we need, a very strong will to persevere. You know, whatever our goals are and however long it takes us to reach that goal, there are two things that we have to be willing to do: persist and persevere. You know, we got to keep going no matter what's in the way as we're trying to accomplish a difficult task. And here's another thing that we're not very good at as a whole, as a world, and as an individual, I'm talking to me, is patience is also a huge key in developing persistence. You know, we have to be patient. Persistence also tells us perseverance also tells us we're committed to our goal. We keep persevering, we keep chasing it, we keep, as Coach said, wake up thinking about it, we go to bed thinking about it. That is telling us that we are committed to what that goal is. When we focus on these goals, guess what? I know with me personally, I can't speak for you, but if we focus on these goals, our motivation level goes up. It'll grow. Now, it may fluctuate a little bit, but 9 times out of 10, our motivation level is growing. You know, the thing that we have to grab hold of is success does not happen overnight. And there are absolutely no get rich quick, fast success stories in this world. I don't care what you hear, what you say, that is not a fact as far as getting rich quick. The perseverance is the key to a successful life. And if we persevere long enough, we will achieve. We can do anything we set our mind to, but we must take action and persevere toward our goals. You know, in any journey that we have failure in the beginning of our journey is frustrating, but we have to keep focused on what that big picture is, or that at the end of the tunnel vision. We have to stay focused on that when we get frustrated. You know, I read a fantastic thing, and in my background is in sports and athletics. And, you know, I never was really a Muhammad Ali fan, but I want to share something with you that made me become a fan of him and what he stood for and how he became so successful. Somebody asked him what his key to success was. He said, well, I'll be honest with you. I hated every single second of my training, but always told myself, do not quit. I'll go ahead and suffer right now, and I will live my life as a champion. And that really, really made a ton of sense to me. It really did. He persevered. When things got frustrating and difficult, he absolutely refused to quit. The last thing I want to leave you with is a quote, and I don't know who the author is. It just said unknown, but I thought it was pretty powerful. When the world says, give up, hope whispers, try one more time. Try one more time. Keep persevering today in everything that you do. Again, thank you so much for joining us. It's always a blessing to be a part of this morning group. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Coach. I love the Ali quote. That was awesome. And I got to give a shout out to somebody this morning that's a part of our community that joins us every day. And I don't have to say what he won at yesterday, but he had persistence and he kept running to the prize. And Dwight Owens, congratulations.
Yes.
You're an example of persistence. And we're so glad to have you in this community and part of us and a part of family. So guys, have a great Wednesday today. Love you, appreciate you. Find somebody today, make them have a better day as always, because you showed up, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. See you.
Great day.